Afternoon, guys. Today our notes will be Chapter 6, Section 6, Properties of Kites. This will complete out our unit for Chapter 6. Wednesday will be the review that you should have already started, and Thursday is our Chapter 6 test. So without further ado, we need to start kites. You should have already received 2 Post-its from your teacher in class. If you don't have those Post-its, just taking notes on your comp book will be sufficient. Remember, at any time during this video, if you need to pause or replay, that is fine. And also be keeping questions. Any questions you're going to have during class, put those on a poster. Write those in the left-hand column of your comp book. If you don't ask me any questions, then I think everything's okay. And then in class, we'll just be doing an assignment. So if you have a question, make sure you jot it down. And then in class, when I ask any questions, make sure you present that question. All right, so let's get started. First, we need a definition of kite. And if you're thinking of that let's go fly a kite, and it's got the little string and the key and the bows, then you are correct. That kind of idea of a kite is a good idea. So here we go. I'm going to sketch it out for you. There's my kite, little string. And a kite by definition is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of congruent consecutive sides. Meaning consecutive does mean side by side or in order. So this side would be congruent to this side, and this one is congruent to this side. Notice there are no sets of parallel sides like we have in our parallelogram or our trapezoid. This is a shape that stands alone. So if you're looking in your Venn diagram that we've been putting in our notes, this is a circle that's inside the quadrilateral family that doesn't belong to anybody else. All right, so let's start with our 2 theorems. First one states, if a quadrilateral is a kite, then the diagonals are perpendicular. So I'm going to shorten that up and just put, if I have a kite, then my diagonals are perpendicular. And I'm using my symbols when necessary. If you need to write it all out, you can. Be my guest. But this is the main idea. A kite has diagonal perpendiculars. So I'm going to flip that up, draw a picture of a kite. I'm going to put in my diagonals, meaning I'm going from vertex to vertex. And based on the theorem, they are perpendicular to each other. So what's interesting about this is now I have right triangles inside of my kite. And remember, right triangles we're looking for because then we can solve using Pythagorean theorem or later on trig properties. All right, so next Post-it. My second theorem is going to say if my figure is a kite, then exactly 1 pair of opposite angles are congruent. Exactly 1 pair of opposite congruent angles. So I'm going to flip this up for a little picture. Sketch yourself a kite. And I'm going to name my vertices just like I do any other polygon. And even put in the diagonals. Angle M is congruent to angle T. All right, so that's all the theorems I have for you. So if you would like, I am now going to move to the left-hand side, and we're going to do the 2 examples. So I would pause my video, go ahead and sketch these, and then I'm going to start talking about it.